Hi everyone, welcome back to another gameplay of BTD5. So I'm going to show you in this video the new game mode that has been added in the anniversary update of the game that is called 10. Now this game mode is something that can be toggled on or off, so it can be used for every single difficulty of every single map. And as you see here from the description, it says that this challenges us to beat any map using a select 10 towers. I still don't know if these 10 towers might change in the future or might be different like every week or maybe every month, something like that. But for the moment, the 10 towers available are always going to be the same. And now this game mode is just a toggle exactly as reverse or as fast track, and you can find it right here. This is the new game mode, and so it's not classified as like improbable or deflation, which will not award us like any medals, but it's considered as another game mode that can actually give us medals. And you can find here the actual medal, how it looks like for both like normal and also for mastery. And now in this game mode, pretty much as the name suggests, we only have a select 10 towers and nothing else. So no special agents available and no other towers. The most important thing is that balloon shippers are banned, so we cannot use balloon shippers, we cannot use spike factories, we cannot use like villages and farms, no aces, no glue. So a lot of towers that are pretty good cannot be used. And of course, still there are some very good towers available. For example, the engineer, heli, super monkey, the ninja, the dot monkey. So of course there are still very good towers available, but the fact that we don't really have in my case, for example, like farms, villages, and especially balloon shippers, means that we have to find a different way both to farm, so to increase income, and also to like for example get camo detection or remove camo from the balloons, and also to destroy map glass balloons, because the balloon shipper in BTD5 of course is the #1 tower to just handle map glass balloons, and then that's it. But yeah, they're locked, so we can't use them. And therefore in this video I wanted to just show you guys a possible strategy that I've been able to find out using these 10 towers to beat this game mode. Now of course this is considering not using any special buildings, not using lab upgrades, and not using like premiums like a double cash, healthy bananas, bigger beacons, not using injections and anything else like that. Special agents will be already limited, and but yeah, really like approaching and beating especially Impoppable. If you wanna use this kind of game mode to create a further challenge, you can try to use it to beat Impoppable, and that's exactly what I'm going to show you here in this video. So the first thing is the early game and how to farm, right? Farms are off limits, so how can you increase your income in order to generate enough cash to then afford to have stronger upgrades, right, and stronger towers for the late game? Now the easiest way is with actually the engineer and with the balloon traps of the engineer, because I've seen that actually engineers are gonna like give additional cash for the balloons they can pop with the balloon traps, and for that reason the best way is to actually place engineers right at the beginning of the map. So you place engineers so that they cover right the exact beginning with the range, so that your balloon traps are always going to be placed in a pretty small like area, and therefore you're always going to have your like balloon traps in that position. For example, placing a balloon shipper, maybe let's see here, not, because you still can cover this part of the path, so that's a bad position. But maybe this one, right, could be a good position, this one, or maybe this one. Yeah, I think the best one might be this one, because it just reaches only this first part of the map, and I know it's a pretty bad position, like if you consider overall the piers, how much room and how much of the path you actually cover, it's a very bad position. But because of the fact you have to think it about where balloon trap is going to be placed and how to exploit the extra cash, that's how and that's especially why you want to place it in this particular way. Remember, the Bloon Trap is the 4th upgrade in the top path of the engineer. So I'm gonna start going fast forward here. And of course, this map is Monkey Lane. It's one of the easiest map in the game. Actually, not the easiest, but one of the easiest. And the cool thing about Bloon Trap is that the 3rd upgrade of the engineer actually allows you to counter the main weakness of this whole setup of towers, because you can see that like super monkeys do not have camera detection, ice towers don't have camera detection, bombs don't have, that monkeys do have, but the monkeys not really that much damage later on. Tech shooters don't have camera detection, snipers have camera detection, but as well they don't really do a lot of damage. And then you have ninjas. So ninjas and helis like are the 2 main towers that can really do a lot of damage to camos overall. But with the foam of the engineer, you can actually make you can make camos to be targetable, and you can actually pop them. And yeah, that's of course a good thing. And I'm gonna place as well here the next engineer. Probably I'm gonna place as well here. I don't think it's gonna matter that much. And yeah, the foam is super useful. And then not only that, but you also remove regen from the bloons, and you can pop lab bloons. So by placing 2 of these foams engineers right there, I can make sure that, for example, around 27, even if I don't like place a bomb or place anything else, I can pop lab bloons, I should be able to survive. Now in this case, for example, I didn't, and 1 lab bloon was able to sneak past because of probably RNG of the foam, and maybe not having enough foam to pop the lats. So maybe I'm gonna go slower here to see if I can pop all of them. And yeah, the only thing about this foam is like RNG, so that could be the only like thing that could make you lose. And for that reason, I'm gonna just place very simply this sniper 1-0 on strong to pop those few lats that might be able to go past my foam. And as well here, I might place like a ninja for the camos, just in case as well they sneak past, and I can just pop them. And because unfortunately the foam is very RNG dependent, so if you want to reduce RNG for lats, you go for a sniper, and then for camos you go for a ninja. And actually the next best thing to do is to sell 1 engineer once you can afford the Bloon Trap. So you can sell engineers here for actually 2,000 cash, so that's a lot of cash. And therefore, in the round where I can sell it to afford Bloon Trap, I'm gonna do it. And remember, Bloon Trap, it's super useful because it increases the damage you, like it increases the cash you would get from those bloons. So that's why I'm gonna get it right here. And now, when you have Bloon Trap, of course, it can be placed in any position around the range of the engineer. But you want to have the mouse on top of the Bloon Trap, and you're going to just spam click, so that as soon as the Bloon Trap is full, you can collect the cash and you can place another Bloon Trap, and you can keep on like reselling it, and you can keep on farming like the extra cash. So yeah, that's pretty much the goal. And I'm gonna place as well the engineer as I did before. Unfortunately, this engineer can reach the right side, but I think it's gonna still be fine. Remember, just have the mouse always close to the trap, and as soon as like you have enough balloons pop inside, you can get the cash. So that's the most important thing, that you just literally spam you click always on top of the trap, and you always collect the cash, and you refresh it as quickly as possible. And if you're lucky enough, you're gonna have a Bloon Trap to be placed right at the beginning of the path, so you can tank like most of the balloons. You can tank them with Bloon Trap, so of course that's nice. And I'm gonna get here a second one. And round 40, remember, only has ceramics. You don't have the mob until round 46, so you can afford to like use a little bit more cash to farm a little bit in this case. And now we're preparing for round 40, because of course there is the mob incoming, and 46. Actually, I might see if I can drop like maybe one more foam engineer. Right here. Unfortunately, I don't want to really reach this top side, so that I'm not gonna have any balloon traps up here. Balloon traps are gonna reset at the end of each round, so no matter where you had it, they're gonna be reset. Yeah, as you can see here, I'm just permanently clicking on top of the traps to collect them as quickly as possible. And of course, now that I have two, it means that I can actually like get cash from both of them, right? So I'm gonna get here the third engineer with balloon trap around 42 still. And yeah, next I will start upgrading this ninja, and probably I might place like already like a bomb 1-3, or maybe 2 bombs 1-3. Mob molars is actually the easiest way to deal with the mobs. So you do a lot of damage to mobs with the bombs. There are no mobs here that have like the area, like these that are immune to like have camo properties and all that stuff, so you don't have to worry. And yeah, here for example I got unlucky because I got all these traps like on the right side, so you can see that most of the balloons here are being popped by the engineers and by the sentries, so I'm not receiving any additional cash or very little. So that's of course the worst kind of scenario. But yeah, it's just RNG, and at the end of the round they're gonna reset anyway, so should be fine. Actually I'm gonna place it here probably, just to the top, to the right, on strong, and yeah, actually here this is the last round before round 46. So let's see how it goes. Already the mob is here. Balloon traps are useless for mobs because they cannot tank mobs, and here yeah, I might pop these mob too late. Yeah, right. So I don't think I can distract them. I can proc distraction, so that might cause me to lose. So I need something else, something more to pop the mob. And of course, if this happens, don't worry, it's completely good. You can sell one of the engineers for the balloon traps, right? Because of the fact that they're gonna be anyway useless for round 46. You can just sell them for this round. You can get like more bombs. I'm gonna get here, for example, these 2 bombs. And then let's see if that now this is enough. I just need to pop the mob earlier so that I can distract these ceramics, and I can push them backwards. Yeah, and as long as that happens, see, I'm good. So yeah, distraction from the ninja is super strong. I can sell now this engineer, and I'm gonna actually just keep on placing. Now that the mob is gone until round 50, you don't have any more mobs, so you can just keep on placing more and more of these balloon traps. I recommend to get around like 5. 4 or 5 is a pretty reasonable amount. And just remember to keep on clicking and spamming the mouse on top of the traps, so you get as much cash as possible. I'm gonna leave the bombs. You could also sell the bombs to afford and to upgrade the engineer to balloon trap a little bit more quickly, but I don't think it's needed. And yeah, around 48 and 49 especially, you get a lot of cash from these balloon traps, especially if they are placed correctly. Yeah, it's insane how much cash you get. So selling this, placing another one. Right here, alright. Alright, just spamming here. Balloon traps, and you can see here the cash. Look at how much cash I'm earning, like it's insane. Look, in just this round, like I had less than 1,000 cash when I started the round, and look at now, I have 9.5. So I was able to generate through the balloon traps and through, of course, popping the balloons, like more than 9,000 cash. That's just insane. So now the balloon trap, I will be placing now as well more of these mob mortars, so I can do more damage to the mobs. Probably I'm gonna place 6 or 7. I think 7 should be good enough. Oops, almost. So again, here this mob is gonna be immune, right? But yeah, I should have a lot more damage now to the mobs. I should be able to proc distraction. Yeah, here we go. And distraction is very good as well to like distract these balloons and to send them again towards the balloon traps. So yeah, that's why it's very good. And just to be sure here I don't lose, I'm gonna as well place a bomb that is gonna be a stunning bomb, so I can stun like ceramics and all that. So yeah, just remember to just spam here and to click always the balloon traps to collect as quickly as you can. The next mobs are gonna come around 53 I think, and then 54. So I'm gonna just get one more motor here. So that's 6. Actually, let's get 2 more, and that should be like 7. So 7 should be enough. To pop the mobs faster, right? Yeah, here we go. If I can pop them as they are turning, that's the best. Then getting the stun, and I will start building here the last engineer. So the 5th balloon trap I'm gonna place, and I'm gonna place it right here. Remember, this position normally it's bad, but because of the fact that you're using it to have balloon trap to like being spawned as close to the beginning as possible, that's why it's still good. All right, and yeah, that's your way of farming. These balloon traps are the way in which you can increase your income and you can actually place more towers. I'm gonna place one more ninja here to once again have more chance of distraction, so I can send more balloons backwards towards the balloon traps, and therefore I can get the additional cash. Remember, just keep on spamming the traps, and I'm placing here more than one trap, even if one like or 2 maybe could be enough, because you could have like a trap down permanently, but I'm placing more, so in that way if I have like bad RNG with some balloon traps, I have at least good RNG with 1 or 2, so that I can always keep on getting the extra cash. Any balloons popped by the sentries or popped by the bombs or by any other tower other than balloon traps is going to give you the usual amount of cash. So that's why you wanna exploit that. And then at this stage, like you can go for whatever. You can go for a heli, you can go for a super monkey. I'm gonna go probably for a super monkey here. But yeah, anything works in any like central position, right, in which you can do a lot of damage. That's fine. And yeah, just remember to keep on clicking here at the beginning to keep on resetting the balloon traps, and just keep earning the extra cash. Try not to build a heli though too early, because if you build a heli and especially you get it like to in pursuit or to attack the balloons right away, what happens is that you're gonna start damaging more the balloons since the beginning, and that may cause you to actually lose cash from the traps, because of course you're popping balloons not with the traps. And yeah, that's why I'm gonna place here some more heavy damage towers, for example for this round right here for the BFB. Wait, can I survive here? Yes, I can, I think. Yeah, I should be able to. But yeah, that was a little bit risky, to be honest. I should have got 1 or 2 mob assassins so that I could have the extra damage against BFBs. I'm very close to get the Sun Avatar, so that's why I'm holding on to the cash here. So here we go, Sangad. If anything, you can use the heli bottom path, so like a 1-0-3-0 heli to blow backwards the ceramics. So once again, to push them into the balloon traps to get more cash. So that's another like idea that you could use. So I just keep on spamming here on top of these balloon traps to collect the cash and to just replace them. So yeah, I'm gonna actually start getting some mob assassins here so that I do more damage to mob class, and I might get as well this heli on the bottom path, probably just locking it maybe here. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna like activate Pursuit and look around 63 as well. Around 63, the ceramic crashes. If you reset the balloon traps faster, you can get a lot of cash from the ceramics, because most of the ceramics are going to be tanked by each of the balloon traps. So yeah, you get a ton of cash. All right, maybe locking it in place, maybe here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna just get here more and more of assassins. Just abilities, you know, you want to get abilities here, so that for BFBs or for anything, if you see that like the balloons are pushing forward, you're struggling, you can always have that extra damage with abilities, right? So just reset the traps and just keep on spamming them. You can see how quickly you can collect the cash and how many times you can reset if you just spam. Now here, for example, I'm going to use some mob assassins abilities, right, to pop these mobs faster. So that's why you want to go for these towers, right? I'm gonna probably now leave the hell in Pursuit so they can keep on like blowing backwards those balloons. And maybe here could add another heavy damage tower, right? Going for the robot monkey. And yeah, as long as you have enough towers, you know, to do enough damage to the balloons and to ceramics and all that, you're good to go. Of course, there are certain rounds that are better to farm than others, especially when there are a lot of like regrow, a lot of ceramics. All those rounds are especially good to farm with the engineers. Instead, rounds that have a lot of mob class balloons are not so good. Very simply because of the fact that you will not be able to tank the mobs with the balloon traps, and so you're gonna end up relying on distraction to like force the balloons onto the balloon traps. But yeah, each round is different, and for example, this round is a very nice round to get a lot of cash from the balloon traps, around 69. And yeah, as I said before, at this stage you can do whatever you want. You can even try to start saving up cash to get your like a Sangat, a temple, right? And another thing that I'm gonna get though is gonna be getting right here a nice tower and going for the bottom path to have as well the activated ability. That is something but once again, it could be useful later on, or if I see too many mobs, too many ceramics, right? It's something that I can use. And yeah, and as well I could be placing somewhere here like a 3 ice tower, but I don't think it's needed because I don't need this. I don't feel like I need this slow for the ceramics, and actually it's better if I just blow them backwards. And yeah, like I don't really think you need that monkeys, like other than in the early game. Maybe you don't really need them, and also attack shooters. So yeah, that's just it. And even the ninja, like you can go for the bottom path of the ninja. Maybe placing it, I don't know, yeah, here or here. I just don't want to place it too close towards the beginning. Maybe placing it here. And the bottom path of the ninja, remember, is gonna have the bomb that can stun. So it's another stun like the real bomb. Plus the activity ability, which is super useful. And once again, it's like an AoE as low for both the mobs that are on the screen and also the ones that are incoming. So it's a very global and very nice ability, and you can use like 2 sabos if you want to. You can build 2 sabos. And yeah, this stage you can keep on building like super monkeys. You can keep you can maybe save up the cash to get a temple. You can get the sacrifices on. Of course, you will not have the apprentice and the glue sacrifice, very simply because there aren't like those towers are not available. And yeah, normally like once I farm and I get past round 78 especially, that's when I just build my heli. Like round 79 is the very last round in which there are a ton of just normal balloons, like for example regrows or rainbows or ceramics, and therefore you can just get a ton of cash from the traps. On the other rounds, yeah, you can still get cash if you have a blowback effect or if something like that happens. For example, here use the ninja ability, right, to slow down these mobs, or the ceramics as well, yeah, just very, very nice. So yeah, around 78. Again, ceramic rush here. Make sure you reset your bloon traps as quickly as you can. And you can see here how much cash I'm generating. And remember, this is without lab upgrades, without like special buildings, without everything. So this is just normal cash that I would get from these bloon traps. Now here we go, around 79. This is the last round where you get a ton of cash from the bloon traps just because of the amount of regrowths that spawn. Also round 82 has a lot of regrowths. But for that round, you're gonna see here, I'm gonna have more than 100,000 cash to spare, and I could even sell like all of these engineers. I could sell them for 5.4 thousand cash, and I can just get something else. So that's just to give you an idea and how much cash you can generate with this setup. And here, for example, I might go for a heli here, Apache Dart Ship, right, with camera detection. Maybe going for another Sun Avatar here, and maybe another Robot Monkey. Strong. You can go for cripple mobs as well. You can just go for whatever. I'm not gonna go for cripple mobs, but yeah, another ninja maybe as well to have another ability in case it might be needed. And yeah, that's it. So that's just to give you a glimpse of a possible strategy. But the most important thing, remember guys, is to just farm in the early game and place these bloon traps, survive round 46, and the first rounds were where you actually don't do enough damage yet to the mobs, right? Make sure you have that set up, and then after that it's fine. So you can keep the bloon traps. You can also sell all the bloon traps, like after round 79 you can also sell them, and you can just place something else there. And just keep using them, because you can see that I can still get cash from the traps. There are still certain bloons that are being spawned that are going to be tanked by them, and so I can get the additional cash. Round 84 here as well, for example, I'm going to use the ninja activated ability to slow them down. And then round 85 as well, using the ninja activated ability and using now all the bombs abilities, right, to pop the MGs. I have also the ice activated ability that I can use. So let's use the ninja again. And the ice, and you can see I have 100,000 cash to spare, so I could perfectly fine just have placed more stuff. I just didn't. But yeah, that's it guys. So that's just to show you a possible strategy to get this medal, and especially to beat Impoppable with it at the same time. So I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and see you. Bye bye.